Hello, I am Dika, the black hair historian, and I am bald-headed. I'm bald-headed and I'm proud! I'm bald-headed and I'm proud! I'm bald-headed and I'm proud!
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Louder!
I'm ugly and I'm proud!
I'm bald-headed and I'm proud! I am bald-headed. And as the author and curator of the Black Hair book, 100 Black Hairstyles, it took me a very long time to really get to this point. I have known and realized for a very long time that black hair has been politicized. It has been weaponized against us for centuries. Our hair has been used to define us, define our character, and define our beauty. And we are constantly being berated and insulted because of the hair that grows out of our scalp naturally. And we have been indoctrinated for centuries to absolutely hate our hair. The self-hate that we have been taught through generations has forced us to assimilate through hair straighteners, relaxers, weaves, wigs, all of that. But what would it look like if we just stopped giving a f? What would happen if we freed ourselves from the shackles of hair trauma, of length obsession, and this desperate need of societal validation in a society that we do not fit into? Because do y'all realize how ridiculous it is to be pulling our hair strand, knowing that our hair is coily, knowing that we have shrinkage, and knowing that once we let go, it's just going to recoil right back? So what exactly are we trying to prove? We have already shown time and time and time and time again, black people can have long hair. Black people also have shrinkage. Black people can have loose curls. Black people also have very densely coily hair. So it's almost as if we've been indoctrinated for centuries to hate every single feature about ourselves. Black hair is a spectrum, and we have to realize it is a lose-lose situation no matter what we do. If your hair is short, you're bald-headed. If your hair is long, you can't be fully black, you gotta be mixed. If your hair is straight, you wanna be white. If your hair is natural, it's undone. If your hair is locked, it's dirty, it's unprofessional. Enough! The game is rigged, and we have got to stop playing. And please understand, it is not our fault the self-hating ideologies that were inflicted onto us. However, it is our job to unpack and unlearn the absurdity of it all. Because when you really think about it, how is it possible that the hair type with the most durability, ingenuity, and versatility has been warped and switched into this, oh, it's ugly, oh, it's nappy, oh, it's unmanageable, oh, you need, like, we have been indoctrinated, and it is time for us to unlearn all of the things that we have been taught. It is time for us to recognize black hair for what it is, a blessing, not a burden. Let's get into it. Number one, the stigma. Hating your hair, especially your 4C hair, is not something that you are born with. These are things that happen from childhood, whether it be in the household, in the schoolyard, on social media. When you start to see things and hear things, and you're constantly being ridiculed for the hair that grows out of your head, you are going to internalize it over time. The term bald-headed has been used as a cultural insult within and outside of the black community for centuries. And it doesn't matter if you're the prettiest girl in the room or whatever. If your hair was short, you simply did not fit the beauty standard. And let's be very clear, being bald-headed was never about the length of your hair. It was about your proximity to Eurocentric features. And the length of our hair has always been synonymous with our beauty. Knowing that our hair is coily and has shrinkage. So what does that do to your psyche over time? And just because your hair is coily and shrinks, your femininity, your beauty is being called into question. That is going to take a toll on you over time, whether you realize it or not. And over the decades, we have been forced into assimilating by using things like heat, relaxers, braids, things that cause us pain, that cause us damage, that completely ruin our hair. And so instead of realizing the versatility of our hair and using it as a form of expression, we are forced to use it as a way of survival. And this didn't come from nowhere. This didn't come out of thin air. This is from, thou should that not be said, the 400 years. So now let's get into the history. During those 400 years, our hair that was once a symbol of tribe, of culture, used as maps, were forced to be covered, to be hidden, to be tamed. And over time, we were taught to assimilate, not celebrate. And through generations of trying to protect, we have been indoctrinated to a point that by the time the 80s and 90s and 2000s came around, if you were bald-headed or you had 4C natural hair, it wasn't about you. You just simply did not fit the standard. And it got so extreme that our hair became bad hair. And if your hair was closer to Eurocentric standards, that is when you had good hair. So over time, we were forced to hide and defend and protect the hair that God gave us. Ooh, the street lights came on. I ain't gonna rush though, because y'all need to hear this message, period. And these scars, they don't just go away. They're buried and they fester. So now let's talk about the trauma. It took me a very long time to get to this point of accepting my hair for what it is and not trying to constantly manipulate it and straighten it and trying to change it. Hearing and seeing people with your hair type being insulted and being berated throughout your life, it takes a toll on you. And I will never ever forget. When I was in like middle school, paparazzi pictures were released of Naomi Campbell on a yacht, and her edges, because she was in water, because she was on vacation and being carefree, her edges were nappy. And the pictures of her hair were absolutely shredded to pieces. They bullied her. They called her all types of names. They call her this. They call her bald head. She, oh my God, da 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 da. And to see someone that I saw as the pinnacle of beauty, the beauty standard, being ridiculed for the same hair type that I have, that does something to your psyche. Constantly seeing Instagram comments and people that look like you using the term bald-headed as an insult, it takes a toll on you. And obviously, I'm too young to realize the traumatic things that are happening to me and that are being projected onto me. Celebrities are not immune from this either. We saw how people treated Rihanna versus Beyonce when they both released a hair care line. But we ain't gonna get into that today. I got another video for that specifically. Anyways, seeing these things over time and seeing your natural hair be equated to ugliness is going to do something to the brain. It is going to do something severe to the brain. But now, as a adult with a fully developed frontal lobe, I had to realize the absolute absurdity of thinking that my hair that I was given by God is ugly. It's absolutely ridiculous when you really sit and think about it. No other hair type has the durability, versatility, and ingenuity that black hair has. Nobody else can do that. Nobody else can do the styles that we do. Nobody else can switch it up like we do. Nobody else can decide, oh, I want to have straight hair today, and tomorrow I want to have blue curly hair. Nobody else can do that. And I'm supposed to be ashamed of that? No. This is why black hair has become such a deep passion for me. And that is what led me to create my book, 100 Black Hairstyles. Because we have been indoctrinated for too long into thinking our hair is this ugly, nasty, nappy burden. And what really made me obsessed with black hair is how versatile and creative we are when it comes to our hair type. My book literally has 100,000 plus hairstyles. And that is still not the tip of the iceberg. If you wanted to switch up your hair every single day for the rest of your life, you would never repeat a hairstyle. That is how deep the black hair vault is. And you want me to believe that the hair type that is capable of doing all of that is ugly, undesirable, unmanageable, unprofessional? No. And that leads us to the final phase, liberation. Once you realize that black hair is power, that is when you will be free. I challenge you to wear an afro. Wear your hair as it is just once, so that you can understand and really appreciate the beauty of black hair. Because once you start embracing that the hair that you were given is a blessing and not a burden, that is when you stop performing. That is when you stop apologizing. And that is when you start living. The length of your hair does not define you. The length of your hair does not define your character. The length of your hair does not define your beauty. Black hair isn't broken. Black hair isn't less than. Black hair is power. So that's all. From your girl Dika, the black hair historian, author and creator of the black hair book, 100 Black Hairstyles. If this video resonated with you, please share it. Please help somebody out there be on their hair loving journey. And my purpose is about celebrating the durability, ingenuity, and versatility of the afro, aka diva. So if this video resonated with you, please share it. Please subscribe. Please come back and join the fun. I want you to share this video with somebody that you think that needs it, or even someone that you know doesn't. This video is for those little girls out there like me who hated their hair. It's also for those who don't have black hair but need to be educated on the scrutiny that we face of having black hair. And this video is for anybody that needs to understand the beauty and creativity of black hair. I am the black hair historian, and there is so much more to talk about when it comes to black hair. The black hair vote is deep. It's not even the tip of the iceberg. So please come back for more and join the fun. Love you. Bye.